A week after Governor Newsom won California's recall election, talks about changes to the recall rules continue to grow.
The state's recall process is under scrutiny after costs to hold the election reached $276 million. News 8's LaMonica Peters talks to local political leaders about the recall and the chances of actually seeing reform.
California is one of 19 states that allows voters to remove elected officials before the end of their term. Only one governor has been successfully recalled in California, but 75% of Californians still want the power to recall. California Democratic leaders, Senator Steve Glazer and Assemblyman Mark Berman, announced they'll hold bipartisan meetings in the coming months to discuss the state's recall election process. The recall system was established 110 years ago, and a recent poll conducted by the Public Policy Institute of California says most Californians want to reform the process.
This recall process is just not particularly fair to voters. It's a lot of money that we spend on elections that we don't need to have.
Rodriguez Kennedy says the recall process is a political tool and there are multiple ways to improve it, including raising the threshold for how many signatures are required. Signatures from at least 5 counties must each equal 1% of the total number of votes cast in the last election for governor. Election results showed just over 57% of voters in San Diego County voted no in the recall election.
San Diego is a city and county that believes science, that supports its environment, and now supports its governor.
News 8 reached out to the San Diego County Republican Party about reforming the recall process, but they have yet to respond. Political analyst Laura Fink says because of the divisive nature of today's political landscape, having a bipartisan effort to reform isn't likely.
It would be very difficult for Republican leaders to buck their party and buck their constituents, many of whom I'm sure supported the recall. So we may see and probably are likely to see reforms moving forward, with the only check on the power to reform being in the hands of the voters.
Fink also says that the Democratic Party has the majority in the Senate and the Assembly to put constitutional amendments on the ballot, but they'll still need independent voters to get statewide approval.